Yeah, I'm not buying into this Arizona Cardinal hype at all. They stink. They stink. They got Marvin Harrison's going to be amazing. Kyler Murray. We just forget that he's sucked at football forever. No, I mean,
Sucks
okay,
when he's
maybe,
playing Call of Duty.
yeah. So that comes out in a few weeks. So you take that into
That's true.
consideration.
Comes out in a
But
few
Detroit's
weeks
a
though.
wagon.
So right
Detroit's
now he's
a
still gonna be good.
wagon. Detroit's a wagon, and they lose last week to Tampa. Tampa's a playoff team from last year. Um, Arizona's not, definitely not a playoff team from last year. They stink. Detroit's gonna roll them.
Everybody, you are tuned in to another episode of the Flea Flicker Show. We are your hosts, Fred and Dre. We've got a guest here today, Tyler. He's too afraid to show his face. So we've got him by audio, though. I don't know if are you too ugly, Tyler? I don't know if you want to show your face on the internet. I don't know if that's the issue there for you, but I have Tyler's opinions. We went over it last week and what the scores were. Tyler's coming in at the end of the pack there, and we can get a bound outing for him here. So I'm happy to talk predictions this week, and he has in store. Week 2 was a fucking trip.
Yeah, this week's hopefully we all do better. It was definitely rough. Tyler, welcome into the show. I don't think you're ugly personally, but are you hiding from the government or something? You don't want them to see your face? What's going on, man?
We gotta keep things low key for now. You gotta ease me in.
Gotta ease you in. It's a secret. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hop into the injury corner if that's cool with you, Fred.
Up into it. Then don't have too much to talk about. We talked about it last week, how the Finns are cooked with Tua going on the IR. So IR, let's go right into the injuries.
Yeah, speaking of IR, indeed, a couple guys went on their season the IR. Isaiah Pacheco broke his leg. He's on IR. Jermaine Johnson for the Jets tore his Achilles. He's also on IR. Well, they're probably both done for the season. The Chiefs kind of hope Pacheco can somehow come back, but I don't know. Going on the 4-game IR, at least, Christian McCaffrey finally gets sent to IR. Probably should have done that already. Tua with the concussion going on IR. The Chiefs put Hollywood Brown on IR finally as well. And the Colts, DeForest Buckner with the ankle is on IR. Other injury news, Cooper Kupp, ankles in a walking boot. He's probably going to miss time. He could even go to IR as well. Taysom Hill of the Saints, chest injury. He's going to be questionable this week. The Jets, C.J. Mosley with a foot injury got carded. He's questionable. Evan Ingram for the Jags, hammy injury. He's questionable. Justin Jefferson, the receiver, the Vikings really hope he can play, but that quad injury has him hopeful to play. A.J. Brown, Fred, I'm sure you want him to be in, but he is going to be doubtful. Deebo Samuel for the 49ers, calf injury. He's also doubtful, probably going to miss the game. Jets, Hassan Reddick is still holding out. They kind of need him now with the Jermaine Johnson injury, so we'll see what happens there. Browns, David Njoku with the ankle injury. He's questionable. They hope that he can be back. Packers, Jordan Love with the MCL, still questionable. They think he could be back. I think he's going to miss another game, but we'll see there. Cowboys, Jake Ferguson, another MCL sprain. I think he's going to be back this week. Vikings, Jordan Addison with the ankle. He's hopeful to play. Seahawks, Kenneth Walker at Donald. I think he'll be good to play this week. We'll see what happens. The Dolphins, Raheem Mostert. I mean, they got A-Chain, so they'll be all right. The Bengals, T. Higgins. He's hopeful this week, as well as the Colts, Josh Downs. And that is all I have for the injury corner this week at this time. Bam.
Yep. Welcome to the injury report, Tyler.
It's a whole lot of injuries.
Injuries.
There's a lot of injuries this year already, man. Starting off rough.
Though. Last year, the quarterbacks got decimated. Here it's just kind of a free-for-all.
Hey, man, we're on pace losing a quarterback a week, so that's not great.
Not Daniel Jones, though. He'll stay healthy the whole year.
Can you imagine? That'd be insane.
Giants luck, right?
Just
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to the Giants. I'm going to hop right into the predictions, though. Let's get this thing moving, baby. Thursday night football in MetLife Stadium. The Patriots and the Jets. We got AFC East action on a Thursday night for the second week in a row. And this one could be decent, I guess. Tyler, you're the guest. Why don't you start us off? What do you think of this game?
Yeah, I think the Jets, it's gonna take some time for them to round into form, but I think they took a little step last week. They got low-hanging fruit here with the Patriots. They should beat them. There's no reason not to at home. I think you got to take the Jets.
Yeah, dude. Fred, do you agree?
The Patriots got the W in week 1. I think it was just people not really thinking the Patriots were much of anything and can take them for granted, but the Patriots are at this point, and with Jacoby Brissett, which I like Jacoby Brissett, but he's not going to take them anywhere. The Jets should have enough in their arsenal at home to take it to the Patriots and get the W.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. The Pats defense has been playing well, but I simply think the Jets are a better team, and Aaron Rodgers should be able to make the throws that count and take charge in this matchup. So we're all going Jets on Thursday night. Let's move to
Jets.
Gross. Let's move to Cleveland. The Giants, our New York Giants, are taking on the Browns at Cleveland Stadium. This one I'm not so sure about, as the Browns aren't very good per se. And the Giants played a bit better last week against the Commanders, so I think it will be close. But ultimately, the Browns' D has played kind of better, so I'll be taking the Browns. But I do think Malik Neighbors could take over this game and win it on his own if he pulls through. But honestly, I'm looking at a quarterback next year, so I'm cool with taking the L here. Tyler, what do you think, man?
The Giants got a kicker yet?
They worked some out. I don't think they've signed one yet. They're gonna, though, I'm sure.
Okay. The punter can't kick, right? Apparently.
No, he cannot.
All right. I think the Giants are dead. Every loss is a good loss. There's no point in watching any more games. I think Quinn Ewers is quickly going to become a New York Giant. But
Thanks, baby.
you know, I think the Giants still have a lot of pride. It's only 0-2, so I think they'll put up a fight. Cleveland's not good enough to blow anybody out. Deshaun Watson is just not good. And I think the Giants defense is good enough to hang around. I think Cleveland's just prone to just stupid mistakes. So I think the Giants hang around. They probably don't win, but it should be close. I agree.
Who are you picking?
Cleveland to win, but Giants to cover. If I had to do that.
Okay, I like it. It's about where I'm at. Fred, what about you?
This is my shitter of the week. Are not good. Yeah, I just said it. The Browns are not good. Backs in this game are terrible and should not start for their respective teams. Browns in this, or I'm going Giants in this. Not on the sheet. I'm going Giants in this. I think the Browns are
yours. It's fine.
They're just too bad. They're just too bad. What the fuck is wrong with me right now? Browns are just too bad. Deshaun Watson last week, but it was no thanks to him. A pretty bad Jaguars team. The Jaguars team should be good. They have enough pieces to be good, but they have not been. And the Browns were able to secure a win there against them. But yeah, I think the Giants, what they showed last week against the Commanders, puts a lot more in what they're capable of than bad Jacksonville defense.
And you know what? Because you changed your mind, because you picked the Giants, I'm going to change my mind and pick with you as a little reverse psychology.
You made Fred pick the Giants. You forced it. You played right into Tyler's hands, man.
Yeah, apparently. Browns said Giants, Red Giants said Browns, so I don't know what's going on with myself, but me and Tyler were the Giants, I guess, and you're with the Brownie.
Yes, sir. I'll be rooting for the Giants, though, but we'll see what happens.
Let's move. The team that they're playing. Even though you do want a quarterback.
Yeah, true. I'm not so sure about. I'd be okay with Quinn Ewers. I'm looking at Cam Ward, though. I know I mentioned that in the last pod. Miami, baby, the U.
Yeah. I mean, anybody would be good, right?
Good options. Speaking as a Texas fan, I've seen a lot of Quinn Ewers, and he has tremendous field vision. Just kind of gets the job done.
To be fair to DJ, he would be 1-1 right now if we had a kicker. That's Dable's fault. And if Neighbors doesn't drop that pass. So, and I want Daniel Jones to be good. I really do. I think he's a good guy, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, indeed. I agree with
that. ESPN check.
I mean,
I don't think that's really happening. Where is it?
He's not an unattractive guy.
Definitely got a hog.
That's the most important part, right?
Of course.
Let's move to Indianapolis, though.
So pretty prone to going down on the field. I imagine he is in the sheets as well.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Moving to Indianapolis, the Bears and the Colts. A game between two young studs at quarterback. Speaking of studs, they haven't quite figured it out yet. Also, Daniel Jones fits that. I think JT will have to be contained for the Bears to take this one, and I don't think they're going to be able to quite do it. And Richardson's going to make a huge play at one point. Whether that's good or bad for the Colts remains to be seen. The Colts, though, I'm going to say get their first win here. Fred, what do you think, man?
I think how I feel about Caleb Williams. I don't think he's going to be that good. I'm going Colts here. I think JT is going to have a stellar game, just enough on the offensive side, and the Chicago Bears haven't proven to be able to at all, regardless of the opponent. So, same Colts here.
Who was someone in this one? Okay, yeah. I mean, I think both quarterbacks. I think Richardson's shown a little bit more than Caleb Williams. I don't think Caleb Williams is going to be that good either. But to be fair to Caleb, last week they couldn't run the ball at all, which was a huge issue. And with the injuries to the Colts, I think you said Fort Buckner was hurt, right? Is that he's the only Colts? Yeah. That could help them. And so I'm going to go. I think I'll go Colts here too. No, I'm going Chicago. I'm switching up, reversing myself.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah,
that's what they want you to do. They
want
you to pick the Colts because you think Chicago's bad. No. Flip that.
So are you taking the money line on the Bears then, or?
Yep.
There it is.
Picking the Bears, or are you picking the Colts?
I'm picking the Bears, and also about the Bears, Justin Fields, poorly treated guy. Got to admit, I read a comment that said, "Oh, Caleb only sucks because of the offensive line." That's been the truth for the past 4 years. I mean, what are you talking about?
What are we talking about here?
Anyway, Bears.
All of a sudden.
The Bears.
Can't understand me in our last video, but I said the same thing about Will Levis. I think Will Levis is getting a shit roll of dice there with the offensive line he's been given with a 60% pressure rate. So I think it's the same situation where it goes to show you how important an offensive line is.
And a Mike. But
Mike,
let's move.
Rates that works. It's working here, so I guess it's just the computer, that piece of shit.
It's just not the camera here.
It's always something.
You can't
right?
have them both. You cannot have it all. Let's move to my game of the week in Minnesota. We got the Texans and the Vikings going to work here. I think it's going to be a really fun game. I think it'll be insane. Tyler, what do you think about this game?
The Vikings are a little surprising to start the year. They're not going to be able to keep it going. I guess Houston's going to get outscored. So I think it's a simple Houston win.
Simple Houston win. Fred, do you agree? Simple Houston win. Well, for me, after the first 2 weeks, I think it looks like it could be a really fun game. That could go either way, really. I think there's going to be fireworks all over the field from these two undefeated teams. Well, we got to have Jefferson play at least for that to happen. But former Vikings Diggs and Jefferson are going to be meeting for a dick measuring contest here. And hopefully Joe Mixon can also play. I'm gonna also be taking the Texans in a big spot, but I think it's going to be a really fun game. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I think the Texans are too good. I mean, what are the Vikings going to do against Diggs, Collins, against Dell, Mixon if he's there? Couch is too good as well. So I mean, like they've had a luck of the draw. Who was their first week game?
The Vikings? It was the Giants. Come on now.
The Giants.
The Juggernaut Giants.
The Juggernaut Giants.
I wanted to say the Panthers, but you guys had them for the one, and then week 2 they got, but the Niners were without Christian McCaffrey, lost Debo part of the game, and then also had has been shit to start the season. So Texans are fucking good. So Texans.
I don't know. The Texans were a little disappointing last week, though. I don't think Stroud's been playing quite like he did last year so far. So I think it could be close.
I think it's a perfect storm. Houston didn't play good last week. Minnesota caught San Francisco on a bad week. There's no way Minnesota wins 2 games in a row against playoff teams.
Absolutely no way.
That's what they want you to think, though. So maybe.
No.
No, I'm going to Houston.
All right, we're all going Houston there. It's a lock. Put your bets in. And let's move to New Orleans. The Eagles, Fred's team, is taking on the hottest team in the league right now in the New Orleans Saints in Louisiana. This looks like another one that could be a surprisingly good game to me. The Eagles are coming off a rough loss. The Saints are coming off a great win. Fred, take us through it.
I don't know if there's too much to take you through. I mean, the Saints have scored on 15 of 15 drives, so they're pretty damn good. But Eagles, Eagles are limping into this one. Should start off 2-0, but sadly did not. AJ Brown, while you said he was listed as doubtful, the Eagles page listed him as probable and was a late scratch this game. Apparently he could have played in week 2 and did not. I'm going to say that he plays, and I'm going to say that the Eagles pull an upset here and cause the 15 of 15 drives to stop, and they come away in a stellar shootout.
They said they expect him to miss a couple weeks. I mean, I guess we'll see, but that's the
last night that he was able to play this week.
And that's probably just what Sirianni said. He's crazy, man.
He stinks.
He stinks. Tyler,
Yeah,
what do you got?
Not Siri. Stop talking to me. I said Sirianni.
Siri wants to give her take on how the Eagles are going to get crushed.
Yeah, I think the Saints, they played Carolina the first week, and then they steamrolled Dallas. That game just got out of hand immediately. It was just immediately a blowout. I think the Eagles had a very disappointing loss, all thanks to Sirianni and Saquon Barkley. Shout out Saquon.
Also had a great game before that.
He did.
The rest of the game was good, but he did drop
and then the germs of the Giants corrupted that play, because that's something that would happen to the Giants. So it's perfect. So it's unluckily it happened to you. But I take the Eagles to bounce back, and the Saints come down to earth.
The Saints come down to earth? Actually, I think the Saints are marching in, baby. The Saints are marching in, man. The Eagles are going to get smacked in the mouth in this one. You're joking, right? So the Saints scored 44 on the Cowboys, who have possibly a better defense than the Eagles. I don't know. I mean, Fred's going to disagree with that, but I think the Eagles are screwed here, man. Derek Carr's going to be dancing on fucking Jerry's grave after he has a heart attack in the middle of this. Wait, Jerry Jones is the Cowboy. Either way, man, the Eagles, they're going to get spanked, and the Saints are going to win it 44-0. All right.
Love that.
Let's move
go. Saquon fumbled 8 times.
Fred, if they lose 44-0 against the Saints, are you going to burn a jersey or what's going to happen?
Jersey burner. I also only own one jersey. It's Jeremy Macklin's. So
just burn that one already. What are we doing?
I do have Brian Dawkins' autographed jersey.
Right. Well, keep that one in the frame. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good
I like
one.
Dawkins.
He's a baller. Cowboys have a good defense. The Cowboys faced the fucking Browns week 1, and they got smoked by the Saints. I mean, there's nothing to say that they have a good defense.
I mean, did you see the Eagles' defense against the Falcons in the last drive? Come on. That's going to be the Saints every drive. Every drive, man.
Sure, we'll see. Let's put
straight down the field.
Let's put money on it.
All right.
Full disclosure, I hate the Eagles. So secretly I'm betting against them, but I also secretly hate the Saints. So I gotta go with the Saints now. I'm flipping.
That's what they want you to think.
Flopper.
No, that's what I wanted you to think. Back on the Eagles. Let's go.
Flopping away.
I don't even know what's happening anymore. Let's move to the Steelers. I think Tyler's going to have an aneurysm. Let's move to Pittsburgh. The Chargers and the Steelers. This one, a couple teams I didn't believe in with great coaches, leading them to 2-0 starts. I like the Steelers D, but once again, I will be picking against them, as the Chargers offense should be able to take out a bad Steelers offense. Fields seemingly will be the starter as long as they continue winning, and I don't believe that they can take out the Chargers. So I'm going with the Chargers. Tyler, do you agree? Do you disagree?
I totally agree. I respect a head coach who can cheat at the college level. and then get caught, but already be an NFL head coach, that's a winner. That's a guy who wins on top. He's going to win week 3. This is what the Chargers needed. They got rid of that loser head coach that held them back, and now they're going to start winning football games and be feared like they should.
Feared.
I think this was a good game, a good matchup this week.
As a Steeler fan.
I was back and forth on it, but I am going with the Steelers, and it comes down to defense. There's enough there, and
Do you
Right now.
really think that TJ Watt can get through Joe Alt's gigantic arms and his large
through anything.
round midsection? TJ Watt won't be getting anywhere, man.
Watt is a baller. TJ Watt can do whatever the hell he wants. Steelers defense is going to contain the Chargers offense, and the Chargers defense porous enough to where, while improved, is porous enough to where I think they can allow some points to Najee getting touchdown in this game and getting his first actually good outing.
I think Fred's a secret Steelers fan. I think that's
It's
what
Pickens.
it is.
I thought Pickens was in like a grave. That guy's still alive?
He still plays. With Justin Fields, I mean, any receiver is kind of screwed. I don't know. Bury him,
He's tough.
dude. Do they have Pat Freiermuth back
DJ
yet?
Moore did well with him last year.
Did he?
Wait till Russ comes in. Now they're gonna cook.
Nation,
gonna
baby, let's
cook.
ride.
Let's move to Tampa, though. The Broncos and the Buccaneers. Tyler, what do you got for us in this one?
I'm a believer in Bo Nix. I really want him to do well, but his team is garbage. Could you name more than 4 people on that team? Maybe 5.
Possible.
I don't know, possibly. And if you named them, they'd be like a third string on any other team. So
I have some guys on my taxi squad in Dynasty, so
Javonte Williams, great, huge. Cortland Sutton, that guy might as well be in a grave too. I mean,
They play
these guys stink. But I believe in Bo Nix. I mean, Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield, what a revival. Tampa's good. Tampa's gonna win the game.
He does. Multiple times.
He's a
So you're
baller.
picking the Bucs.
Yeah, I got the Bucs. Shoot the cannon.
Shoot the cannon, dude. I think we're all picking the Bucs. Fred, are you picking the Bucs?
Bucks. And you probably couldn't hear me in the last podcast episode, but I'm on the Baker bandwagon. Big Bucks, and I like Baker. It's cool.
I also like Baker. And I think this is an easy pick. One team's looking dangerous. The other team's looking like they need their quarterback to maybe have a red shirt year because he's getting killed out there. The Bucs win it early, and Bucky Irving, I think, is going to take over that backfield and run good this week. But we'll see. We will see.
We'll take over the backfield because Rachaad White sucks.
Rashad White sucks.
Doesn't
Yeah, we
talk like Baker.
Yeah,
He sucks.
exactly.
For clarity.
Yeah. Let's move from that game. It's kind of just not a fun one. Let's move to Tennessee. The Packers and the Titans. This one's a little more interesting. Jordan Love, we don't really know if he's going to be back or not for this one. I don't think he's going to be. I think we're going to get some more Malik Willis action here. But
Be week 5, right?
so they originally said it'll be about a month, but then they said that he like almost played last week and that he's
The
questionable for
Packers
this
ship.
week.
You don't believe it when the Eagles say it.
And don't believe anything that comes out of anyone in Philadelphia's mouth. All right?
Agreed. Remember when you guys pulled your starters, pulled Jalen Hurts
My
in a game
God,
and you needed to
dude.
win?
Here we go,
Trash
Tyler.
bags.
Here we go. Back to this.
Conspiracies, man. Believable ones, though. But yeah, I just don't think the Titans and Will Levis are going to be able to do enough against a Packers team that has good play calling and Will Levis with struggling. So, I mean, if Will Levis does pull it together, the Titans have a chance, but I'm going with the Packers.
This is going to eat some raw bananas, shove it down the Miracle Whip, shove Miracle Whip down the throats of the Packers in this game, and he's going to come away with a dub.
I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where I was going with it either, but he does well. Titans, line sucks, but the Packers haven't been able to get much of a pass rush going this year. Titans are doing enough to get this game in what is a pretty shitty matchup.
Tyler, you're the tiebreaker here then.
Yeah, I think Will Levis is the only guy on that team that thinks they're running the option, and they aren't. I think Green Bay's roster overall is better. Quarterbacks are a lot. So I'm just going to go with Green Bay.
Ooh, Fred, I mean, honestly, Fred, you have a chance to pull away if you somehow end up getting these picks right, even though they're terrible picks so far.
Last week, and you had a pretty bad week.
Were you even positive, like a net positive last week?
Yeah, if you're
Haven't,
picking with me, you should probably pick the opposite.
Shit, so I'm screwing up. Oh no.
Nah, not this week. This week I'm getting them all right. 16-0
Alright.
or 15-0, however many games there are this week.
I want to know what LJ's picks are. We got to get him on here. I want to
yeah,
know what he's
LJ on, so
doing.
just copy his picks.
Just have him go first every single time.
He's got someone feed him his picks. That's why he hasn't come onto the pod yet.
He like takes a second before he gives the pick. He's like off screen. Yeah. Anyway, let's move to Vegas. The Panthers and Raiders going to be duking it out in Vegas. And Bryce Young gets the boot here. Andy Dalton getting the start. That makes it a little more interesting because, Dalton's a pretty solid quarterback in my humble opinion. I'm not really sure who to choose per se, but I got to go with the home team and Devontae Adams and just kind of hope that Dalton can give us a game. So I'm going with the Raiders. Tyler, what do you think?
Yeah, Andy Dalton coming in reminds me of when the Giants had Big Red come in for them a couple of years ago. He sucked. Andy Dalton sucks now. He was okay, but he sucks now. They might have a little bit of life, a little bit of juice because they feel bad for the young guy. So they're going to play better for the other guy, which makes no sense. They should just play even worse if they want Bryce Young back. But I'm going to go with Oakland, even though they stink. This is a stinker.
Oakland.
Who the hell knows? But Oakland.
Oakland playing in Vegas. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I'm an old-fashioned guy. Washington Redskins, Oakland Raiders.
Oh, great. We're demonetized.
The Vegas Raiders, correct. And the owner's, screwing all these hot-ass women for his looks, by the way. For his looks, not for his money.
Saw that. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. What are you going to do,
That haircut, we should all be replicating it because it's fire.
I'm surprised we're not already.
So, let's go
From
Raiders.
Munchkinville. He looks like
The haircut's going to come back.
he's on the short bus.
My goodness. Fred, who are you picking, though? Are you going short
Raiders.
bus with us?
Raiders in this game, man. I think Devontae Adams showed out last week. Bowers showed out last week. No run game really, but game was on point. And I think Gardner Minshew's got that. He's gonna channel that Uncle Rico energy and play.
Yeah, Max Crosby will probably get through there too. The Panthers have just been booty everywhere.
There's a shit. I mean, this should be a fun game for the Raiders. They should.
Do you think Andy Dalton
as like their practice game?
Do you think Andy Dalton can outrun Max Crosby in a foot race? No, I don't think so. I think he's going to get creamed at one point or another here.
Dalton can outrun me in a foot race. And Tyler.
Maybe Tyler.
Oh, thank you for the confidence there, boys.
You know
what? We're running 40s. Next time
we
I see you
should,
guys,
dude.
we're running 40s.
I want to do
run
40s for a
40s.
draft one year. I want to have everyone just run a 40 that determines the draft position.
Our next live draft, 40 times.
Dylan will never agree to that.
Well, Dylan's vote doesn't count because apparently he doesn't pay attention to that league.
Yeah, what a guy. Pays $50 and then just leaves it on autopilot. Kind of like Tyler's week 1, apparently, but.
Yes, Nick Chubb.
Yeah, let's go to Seattle, 12th man, baby. The Dolphins and the Seahawks. The Dolphins kind of imploded. Tyler, you talked about a little bit of the Dolphins shit in the bed. What can you tell us about this one?
Yeah, I mean, Tua, I'm not gonna joke about his health, even though it's very easy to. Poor guy. He should hang it up. He's not going to. I don't know. I think they brought somebody in, right?
Yeah.
They brought in Huntley.
Oh, great. All-star Tyler Huntley about to lead them to
Pro Bowler, baby.
But the team is still good. The coach is still good. But they just don't have. I mean, Seattle's good too. I think you're in Seattle too. You feel bad for Miami. You want to sympathetically say that they're going to win, but use your brain, use your gut. It's Seattle.
Yeah, dude, I think I agree with you. They imploded in week 2, and now they're trying to take on the 12th man with Skylar Thompson at quarterback. I just I don't believe that they're going to be able to do it. I still think they can make some noise. They have some strong weapons. You never know what Taysom Hill's going to do. Taysom Hill, whoa. Tyreek Hill, you never know what he's going to do. And they still got Waddle, A-Chain, so they got weapons. But I'm going to take my boy Geno, and hopefully we can see Kenneth Walker back, lighten up the Finns for a big game. So I'm taking Seahawks. Fred?
Taking Seahawks. Put Tua on the IR. I would have thought maybe they would have rolled him out in a wheelchair to play, but I'm going Seahawks. There's no debate here. It's just without a good quarterback, they're
You know he has a concussion, right?
but multiple
His leg still
concussions.
Oh,
I don't
gosh.
know. Maybe he can't walk. That'd be awful.
He walked off the field. I saw it happen.
He did. And jokes aside, like I really do hope that he does the best things for his family and the best decisions for them. I mean, he's already got $73 million. So if he walked away right now, like
He's a competitor.
wait, I'm picking the Seahawks. Get it done. Or Charbonnet. It doesn't matter. They're gonna get it done.
Seahawks are going to get it done in Seattle. Let's move to Arizona. The Lions and the Cardinals. This one, I don't even know. Fred, what? Tell me. I don't know.
Cardinals. Tough game. Off how the Cardinals played last week. Lions going to the preseason or going into the season, you were like, oh, pencil this one as a win. They're gonna blow them out. Not that way anymore. Look fucking good. I'm an upset here, and I'm picking the Cardinals. I'm picking Kyler Murray
You
to
picked them
show
last
up.
week too.
Did last week. Apparently, I like the Cardinals. Apparently, I like Jonathan Gannon more than I let on last year.
Now, would you pick the Cardinals if they were playing the Steelers? Because these are your teams right now, I think.
I picked them. Ooh, that's so.
I think it might be for you. I'm not sure. But anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
I'm going Cardinals in this game. I'm going Cardinals. I'm going to say that it's going to be a very high scoring game. Teams are going to light it up offensively. It's going to be like one of those games that are like 34-27. It's going to be a fun one to watch.
27. He made the bet. Stick to it. All right. Tyler, do you agree?
Yeah, I'm not buying into this Arizona Cardinal hype at all. They stink. They stink. They got, Marvin Harrison's going to be amazing. Kyler Murray, we just forget that he's sucked at football forever. No, I mean, okay,
when
maybe,
he's playing Call of Duty.
Yeah, so that comes out in a few weeks, so you take that into consideration.
That's true.
But Detroit's a wagon.
No, he's still going to be good.
Detroit's a wagon, and they lose last week to Tampa. Tampa's a playoff team from last year. Arizona's definitely not a playoff team from last year. They stink. Detroit's going to roll them.
Wow, they're going to roll them. I like it, man. Very different takes here. I'm the tiebreaker. I think the Cardinals and Marv are here after a drubbing of that beat-up Ram squad. And now they get the team that beat the Rams with the Lions. Wait, the Lions won, right? Yeah. The Lions, though, they're not beat up like the Rams are. And while I do believe that the Cards will give them a scare, I think the Lions are going to get it done here. I think they're better overall. And I think Amon-Ra, the sun god, is going to have another big game. I think he got hurt too, but I think he's good to go. So, yeah, I'm taking the Lions. If the Cardinals win this one too, though, I mean, come on. You got to talk about them.
I'm staking my podcast future on this game, actually. This is my podcast future game. Lions win.
Lions win big. If the Cardinals win, we will never see Tyler again on here.
I'll just have a different initial.
We'll never hear him again, rather. We still haven't seen it. Yeah, moving to Dallas, Ravens and the Cowboys. The Ravens are 0-2, and they're going to be looking to get their first win against the Cowboys team that are going to want to impress the fan base at home after being embarrassed by the Saints. I think this will be a solid game with a lot of big plays, some from CeeDee Lamb, some from maybe Derrick Henry, maybe Zay Flowers gets in there. And I think we might even see a photo finish in tow. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit Lamar Jackson for a last-minute incredible play to take the win and embarrass and disappoint the Cowboys once again. So I'm taking the Ravens.
Lamar
Fred, what
Jackson
do you
to
think?
do something positive on the football field?
I know I hate Lamar Jackson, but I hate the Cowboys more. Let's be honest here. So
Lamar and the Ravens Nation in this one, they're going to have the Cowboys starting out with another L. Humiliated last week, while the Saints do look absolutely unbelievable offensively, but let that happen at home. And I'm gonna say that W for a team that's playing them again.
the Raven?
Yeah, Ravens. They just had like a fucking stroke.
Voice Ravens?
The Ravens.
Fred's
Yo,
going
Tua,
with
chill
stroke.
out.
Oh,
Cut that.
Jesus.
Ravens. Going with the Ravens. Likely gonna have a solid game in this one.
Maybe. We'll see. Tyler, do you agree with us?
I do. I'm not a Lamar Jackson fan. I think he's overrated. He can't throw deep. I don't
He's a
know how people
two-time
think he's
MVP.
amazing. Two-time MVP running back, by the way. I don't think he's a good passer. He can throw short intermediate, but once you start getting into the deep ball, he stinks. On the other hand, the Cowboys have a fat coach who sucks, and you shouldn't trust that team
Fat
to do
Mike,
anything
baby.
good. All they do is let down their fan base, even though they put together great rosters because their coaches stink. So I'm going to take Baltimore to get their first win of the year and even all things out, because Baltimore should not start the year 0-3.
I think
More, baby.
Harbaugh is too good of a coach to let them start 0-3.
We're all taking the Ravens in that one. Bunch of Cowboy haters. I mean, what did we expect, you know?
LJ takes
Let's move.
first.
No, LJ's not going to take the Cowboys. I don't think so. It'll be interesting if he does. I'll question everything if he does, to be honest. Let's move to the team that was absolutely decimated with injuries over the first 2 weeks in LA. That is the Rams, and another team that's a little beat up, the 49ers. So 49ers and Rams in LA, a couple of squads that they've been a bit disappointing, and they're going to come to battle. I just think the Rams are too beat up to really do much damage against anyone right now. So I'm going to take the 49ers getting back into the winning category here. Fred?
Teams are beat up, but Rams just a little bit more beat up than the Niners. I think it's a good game for the Niners to get while they're not healthy, so I'm going Niners in this as well.
Tyler?
Yeah, and even though it's in LA, it's a home game for the 49ers, so I too will be going with 49ers.
Niners are like are they the only real Cali team? Like, the Chargers kind of, but like the fans aren't really there for them. I don't know. Weird, dude. Weird. We're all taking the Niners. Let's move to Sunday Night Football in Atlanta. The Chiefs and the Falcons. As much as I'd like to take the Falcons here, I want to know what Fred's going to do first. So, Fred, what do you take?
I have one for you. This is actually one I skipped.
You wanna-
Didn't even write down.
Ooh, you want to move
so
to
I'm just-
Tyler? Make him go first?
I'm good. I'll split ball it. I'm gonna go Falcons. I'm gonna say the Falcons are coming up with a win in this game. Give
Gross.
Chiefs their first loss. I'm sorry. It's their
It
first
will make
loss.
Fred feel better since the Falcons beat the Eagles. If they also beat the Chiefs,
The
he'll
thing
feel
that's
way
leading
better.
me this way is that the Chiefs aren't going to have a run game established. Falcons do have a pretty good pass protection, pass defense. So I'm going to say that there is no run game in the Chiefs' repertoire this week, that they're not going to be able to have as complete of an offense. And while Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL, going to come up a little bit short there against the Falcons.
Aren't you a big Xavier Worthy guy over here?
I'm not saying Xavier Worthy's not going to do well. I'm just saying that the Chiefs are going to lose.
All right. Okay. Tyler, do you agree?
No, Pat Mahomes could play with Ed, and Eddie, and they'd find a way to win the game.
What
I
a
mean-
fucking come up. Oh my God.
I mean, they play the Chiefs roster. They always have guys that you've never heard of scoring touchdowns. It's just like, where did this guy come from? Everybody's practice squad. They just pick these guys up. All right, time for you to catch a touchdown. Andy Reid, great coach. I like Atlanta. I like Kirk Cousins. I like Robinson. I like that team. It's just the Chiefs. You're versing the Chiefs and the Reps every time you play them. So, it's tough. tough to beat them. And if they get the ball back and they're down, they're winning the football game. So even if it's a close one, you got to beat them by 2 scores. That's how I feel.
Yeah, the refs are going to give it to them if it's close. Let's be real here. Yeah, I like that you said they have random people scoring touchdowns all the time, because I'm calling the Chiefs to have Carson Steele go off and be scoring in this one. The rookie running back replacing Pacheco. I know they did just bring in Kareem Hunt, and they do have, Samaje Perine. He's more of a pass catcher, though. I think Carson Steele is going to be getting the boatload of the work in the backfield, and I think he's gonna be doing work against the Falcons. I also don't fully trust Kirk in prime time still, even though he did do pretty solid against the Eagles. I think he could have a rough game here, so I'm taking the Chiefs. Carson Steele getting the work. Yeah, Chiefs. On Sunday night. So Falcons picking, Fred's picking another different game here. You're either going to be way ahead or way behind after this game, week, I think. We will see. There are 2 Monday night football games this week. The first one should be better than the second one, I think. And the first one is in Buffalo. It's the Jaguars and the Bills. I think it should be a good game, but the Jaguars also haven't really shown enough to lead me to believe that they're going to knock a Josh Allen-led team off. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Bills and Josh Allen to take out the Jags. Fred?
Game's in Orchard Park. Defense is rolling right now. The Jaguars look like fucking shit. It looks like shit. So I'm going to go Bills as well. So I'm saying the Bills are going to win this one as well. I'm going to have a double-digit win.
Freddie, you going to make, or Tyler, are you going to make it 3 Bills picks here?
I am. I don't think anybody expected the Bills to look as good as they did. Jaguars stink. That coach stinks. I mean, I don't understand these teams with these moron coaches. Fire these idiots.
It told me we're stupid for getting rid of that moron coach.
No, the guy that they fired because they took out Jalen Hurts. No, that guy's a loser, and Nick Sirianni's a little crybaby.
They're both terrible.
I pick Nick Sirianni. I think that's why they brought in Kellen Moore. I think Kellen Moore is a failsafe for if they decide to pull the trigger and get rid of Sirianni.
He's going to stink too.
And Kellen Moore is going to jump in as the coach.
Fred, this is a good topic.
The way you guys treated Nick Foles will never be good with me. That organization.
Statue.
Yeah, okay, yeah, of course they have a statue of him because they knew they did him dirty. Hey, you want us a Super Bowl? Go fuck off somewhere else. Here's a statue, though. You're welcome.
Yeah, Fred, I want to hear your take on the last 3 Eagles coaches. Is Nick Sirianni the worst of the group right now?
I think he just surrounds himself with good people sometimes. And it all depends on the coordinators. When he first came in, he was surrounded by two head coaches and 2 good coaches in Indianapolis and Arizona. So
even though you didn't like one of them at the time,
I didn't. And I'm still not sold. Again, is a phenomenal defensive coordinator to be a head coach, and as a head coach, your role is a little bit different than so. This last year, the coordinators are fucking terrible and got canned. And he didn't want to take up play calling because he knew that he sucks at play calling. And here we have 2 good coordinators, and the decisions that are blunders were Nick Sirianni's calls. So I think he's a terrible head coach.
Yeah.
So
when the Jags fired Doug Peterson again, you guys just hire him right back. That fucking loser.
So you're a big Dougie P guy, Fred? Oh no, you just hate all the coaches. Since Andy Reid, you hated them all?
Since Andy Reid, yeah.
Andy Reid never took him to the promised land, though.
Super Bowl never got him the Super Bowl, but took him there.
But never finished
it off. We did lose to Spygate, so Patriots.
You know what? I don't want to hear it, all right? Ever since the Giants forced Tom Coughlin to retire with Ben McAdoo and his stupid slick back hair, the Giants, we've been cursed. We've been cursed to be awful.
McAdoo was rough, man.
Ben McAdoo,
Are we supposed to be talking about the Jags?
cares about the Jags though, so we went on
Yeah, but
top.
Doug Peterson, he's the coach. He sucks.
Yeah. Bills are going to win. Let's move to the final game on the docket in Cincinnati, the Commanders and the Bengals. Monday night game 2. Might be okay. I think Joe Burrow and the Bengals are going to be fighting extra hard, though, after that Chiefs loss. And, yeah, I don't think they're going to go 0-3. I don't think they want to. I don't think Joe Burrow is going to let it happen. I don't think the Commanders are good enough to stop them. So I'm going to take the Bengals. Tyler, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I think it's a first half slow start. That was hot. Literally the temperature.
Feel it
I
through
think
the camera.
yeah, it's so strong. I think the first half will start slow. I think the Bengals usually start slow, and then it'll just get out of hand. So Bengals.
Bengals. Fred? Bengals. What? Did you stop talking?
Oh, Tua.
God, he disappeared.
No.
Well, he picked the Bengals.
Oh no.
So basically, we just don't have to watch Monday Night Football. The Bills and Bengals are going to be winning, so it doesn't
What
matter.
channels are those games on?
I think they're on the Monday Night Football channels. So
Good call.
Monday Night Football, I think is it ESPN?
Yeah, ESPN, and then the other one's on ABC. Oh, okay. I thought one of them was going to be on, like, Fubo TV, something nobody's, like,
Oh,
ever had in their
because there's
life.
2 of them, or on like Peacock or
Yeah, exactly. Just one of those
whatever the
random
hell.
streaming ones. Be like, hey, buy our thing for one. And
Or you'll never watch this.
that's why I'm just like Amazon Prime Video on Thursday nights. Like, usually they're stinky games, but the first 5 weeks or 6 weeks, it's all rivalry games. It's all division games. Like, come on, Thursday nights for the crappy games, not for the divisional games.
Yeah, I agree with that, and that's why I'm a little confused on like pretty much all of the matchups this week. Like, I don't think there's really a good prime game necessarily. I'm not sure what they're doing there. Picking
No,
these
there isn't.
games.
The best one probably is the Chiefs Falcons. To me, it's like, how do you pick the Falcons to win that?
You don't. I mean,
You could pick them to cover. It
Fred
could be
does.
close, but
Fred knows how to
yeah.
pick the Falcons. Like,
He just likes teams like that.
he's just that kind of guy.
That kind of guy.
And he left. We scared him away, man. But yeah, let's round this out. So yeah, it was a good show, Tyler. Happy to have you on. Hope to be able to see you soon. What were you gonna say?
What a twist ending here, huh?
Yeah, and we had no idea Fred was gonna get so upset about the Bengals game and leave mid sentence. It's crazy. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yup,
Peace.
later. Good luck.
So yeah, I can't stop this recording. So I'm just gonna leave.
All right. Well, hopefully it sticks.
Hopefully. All right. Later, man.